This. Now, can you see? So far, first minimum requirements are important. Okay, already we seen that one. So first we'll see what are the Windows 10 features compared to 7 and compared to 8 and why Windows 10. Okay, so starting with the fourth slide, it is so Windows 7 to Windows 10. What are the improvements are there? Okay, so people start a lot of people believe still believe in a Windows 7 only, sir. Windows 7 only is the operating system. When Windows XP is there, people said Windows 98 is the best operating system, Windows XP is backwards. And later Windows 7 release and Windows XP is a good one. Windows Vista and Windows 7 release, Windows XP is a good one. And Windows 8 and 10 is released with, then it Windows 7 is the only stable one. The lot of improvement, there are paying lot of money to the developers. Okay, so everything has its own features and more improvements is there. So depends upon situation that time, so they'll improve one additional things, or depends upon user experiences, then it will the change will adapt it. Okay, so earlier Windows 10, a lot of people told me like Windows 10 is not at all good, this is not there, that is not there, so everything is there, it is nothing but a 7 8 combination is nothing but Windows 10. Okay, so now people are everybody almost they're habituated to Windows 10. So almost from last 3 4 years they are using Windows 10, at least for the last 3 years they are using Windows 10. Okay, 3 4 years 4 years back it is released, but at least for a 3 4 years they are habituated to use Windows 10. So Windows 10 has its own benefits. Okay, so we'll see that one, what are the extra things are there in Windows 10. So start screen and start menu improvement is there. So Windows 7 you want to see really how it is look like, it's only one start menu is there. Okay, and smart search is given inside of the start menu, so that when Windows 7 is released. Now Windows 8 is start menu style is like a metro style, that is like a tiles are there. This is a start menu, I am using this start menu, this is my start menu. Okay, so little bit changes, so it will become little bit less, so there is a lot of settings available, so you can change according to you. Okay, so it is showing like your user and other things, and this is the tails part. Okay, this is the um, tiles, not tails, it is a tiles. Here you can easily search by name, like I want to search something like here you, or we w, or maybe I want to search something like calendar, camera, see, can you see Citrix, packet tracer, okay, Eclipse. Okay, like this. So by like this we can able to search it easily. Okay, and as well as anything is important for me. So for example I need something which is I use very regularly. So for example I need a calculator, so I can keep it here. So right click on this one. Okay, pin to start, uninstall and more options, and pin to taskbar means pinning to this area, taskbar area. Okay, app settings, rate and review, share, like this is the pin to start. So I click on pin to start, then we can see here, so I can put it here, I can move it, I can increase the size also, so I make it as a small one. Okay, I can put it a medium, this is a medium size. Okay, I need a big one, so like wide. I want a very large, like I want to see very big one wise, like this. Okay, so I think it is a medium is enough. Okay, like this. So when I want, so I want a calculator, so I have to search it, right? So in very simple, it is in a start menu, I can open the calculator like this. So lot of improvement in a start menu, even though if you open a calculator that time, so you can see calculator. So right click immediately, the internal options also shown, because it's developed Microsoft integrated, so automatically standard type, specific, grammar, programmer, date calculations, like that. So instead of open and searching for a specific thing, I can directly open with a certain thing. Okay, This is an application. I just clicked on it by accident, but I want to do with where is the CC cleaner? Here it is. Right click. I want to put a start menu or more options like a run as administrator, task manager, file, open file location, registry, tools, options, uninstall. Okay, so it will give you a direct options, not necessarily open. Okay, not now. So I don't want to do now. So when I free time, I will do it. Okay. So this is a start menu, start screen improvement. Okay, and also there is a search thing is also there. So if you click on here, you can search whatever you require. For example, I want to open a paintbrush. So then I will put type paint, automatically it's showing a paint application. Okay, if in case you are searching for a something which is application, so no shortcut, nothing. So I want to open what is okay, Python. So can you see IDLE is directly there? IDLE shortcut is not there on my screen, so I can search it so very easily. Instead of starting in a start menu, I can search it here also. You can use a Cortana and as well as a search bar also. Later updates you will get this kind of stuff. Okay. I think your PC is already in updated version, so you will get it. Okay. PyCharm. So see like that. What is the bottom things? What is these kind of stuff? So these are all suggestible. Either it is applications. These are all application, and this is the .exe file. Okay, and if you see here, it's a suggested one by Bing search. Microsoft Bing search is there, so it is a Bing search. Okay, so it will give you a suggestion like a, URL part or Wikipedia part. So it will tell you what it is. Okay, so this searching is a like either it is search with the Cortana normal search, it will show you what is it is if you want to download or what it is like that. Okay, um, a dollar only. The dollar is not an application and all, but I am getting a dollar conversion directly. I put a dollar and I'm getting a dollar conversion, $1 to rupee conversion directly. I got it. So 73 rupees 03. Okay, I hope you got understand mail. So this is a mail app. Control panel. So this is a quite easy search option is given in a Windows 10, okay, compared to other previous thing. Improved cloud integration is there. What is improved cloud integration? um, Windows 10, when you install Windows 10, you can use a local account as well as a Microsoft account also. So when you use a Microsoft account, automatically it will integrated to all your Microsoft account wherever you use it. For example, from mobile phone to your laptop, if you are using a Windows 10 mobile phone and Microsoft Windows 8 or Windows 10 operating system mobile or a tablet or laptop, desktop. So if you are using same Microsoft account, automatically there are integrated. So the calendar and mail accounts, everything will be sync each other. For example, I have a calendar. Okay, this is a calendar. Okay, so my previously I am using earlier my first mobile phone is a Microsoft mobile phone only, 8 Windows 8 mobile phone, that is Lumina series is there no 520 Nokia. Okay, so there I given a Microsoft account. It is sync always. It will provide the data is like my previous. It took all Facebook account, their birthdays. It completely synchronization mode only. So automatically suggests today is someone's birthday. Okay, but now it is not syncing that one because it's become world where that time accounts are very less. Now accounts are more. Okay. Next, another important in a cloud integration is OneDrive. This is a OneDrive. Okay, OneDrive is a cloud storage space. Okay, OneDrive is a cloud storage, Microsoft cloud storage. So free, we can up to 5 GB something we can able to store it. Okay, you can keep the data and you can access the data from anywhere, just like your Google Drive. If you put the data in Google Drive, you can access the data from anywhere. Um, Anywhere, any device, you can access the data, right? Same thing like a OneDrive, we can able to access the data from anywhere. You can sync the data. For example, you have a important data in your PC, your documents, your related important pictures, documents, or maybe some kind of material, okay, like reading material or office kind of stuff. Okay, so this is very important data, so like a project related data. Okay, project related data. So this data is sometimes very danger if you are keeping in your PC, because attacks of ransomware, attack of ransomware. Okay, so entire data will be crashed, right? So what you will do, better to keep it in a OneDrive. So that is like that. If I want to keep data into OneDrive, it is very difficult because my important data is a more. Okay, so I have to check it once and I will keep it. New and enhanced recovery tools options are there. So what is this new and enhanced recovery tool options? If system is crashed, then automatically we can able to recover. Mm, okay. What are these recovery options? We'll see. What are the recovery options in Windows 8? I will tell first Windows 8. There is introduced two options. One is a refresh. Another one is a reset option. What is refresh and reset option? So understand, in a refresh and reset, in a both the cases, in a both the cases, OS is going to be reinstalled. Okay, you reinstall operating system automatically. So you don't have to do anything. So by your PC itself, like you have to just you need a image or something sometimes. Otherwise, if you buy a laptop or desktop directly with Windows 10, there's a pre-configuration is there. If in case your system is got problem, like I got a problem when I use Windows 8 that time. So when I open some application, it is not opening. It is showing some entire file system is got corrupted. Okay. Salman also came, but who is missing? Sawmill. Sawmill. Okay. Okay. So refresh and reset. Okay. So voice going to be reinstalled. So if in case like a system is completely file system corrupted, application not working, nothing is working, so we can able to reinstall, automatically reinstall the operating system. But if you choose refresh, what will happen? Voice going to be reinstalled. Okay, so and it will reset all the settings into the previous state. Okay, so your applications and settings will gone. Okay, so resetted or maybe gone. Okay, so remote. So it will go with the world applications, world setting means the starting point to the when it is actually the made a point that means starting. So when you buy a laptop, that time how system is there, that is the only one. But data is safe. It won't remove the data. Okay. In a here in the reset, everything will be removed. Voice going to be reinstalled, applications and settings and data. So applications, settings and data removed. Okay, understand? So this is a refresh and reset options what's introduced in Windows 8 only. Okay, even this PC, my what I'm using this PC when it is Windows 8, my sister is using this laptop. So what I done, one day it is got some issue. I took it to my office that is working in different organization. Okay, so I tried and finally found that refresh option is there, so I went to refresh option. It took almost like a 1.5 2 hours time, but that time almost time out, so I have to come out from the uh, institute. So I get into the bus. That bus is AC bus. Okay, that is a metro bus is there. AC full AC bus is there, and plug points also there in that one. It's a city bus only, but it is a metro luxury bus. So I put a charging in there and I keep it that laptop like that only. So while I reach my home, I took almost 2 hours. So meantime, it is completed refresh and it is working. Till date, it is getting a lot of time that BCOD, but every time it is working. Okay, so I didn't get that issue again. If I got now, maybe I don't know what will happen. Okay, in a Windows 10, only one option that is called a reset option. We don't have any other options. But when you go to reset option, it will show you two options. Okay, do you want to keep files or remove everything? Understand? If you go to reset option, it will give you two options. Do you want to keep the file or remove everything? So here two options are there. Here only single option. When you go to this option, it will go to it will ask you, do you want to keep the files? It means refresh. Remove everything. It means pure reset. Like your mobile phone. So your mobile phone is not at all working. You are try to install some apps. You can't able to apps. Apps are not working. Okay. Keep on restart. So something is happening to your mobile phone. So what you will do? You will go to the reset option. So once you reset it, if anything something is goes wrong with your operating system, hardware issues, or everything will be get removed, and you will get a fresh look PC, right? Fresh look of your mobile phone. Same thing is there with this one. Okay, that is a main recovery option. It is, of course, how to go to this option. Go to settings. I'm showing in my physical machine, but always keep remember, don't select anything, don't confirm anything. Okay, otherwise go to your virtual machine. That's the best one. Can you see this is a update and security? Update and security. There you can find a recovery option. Here is a recovery option. Reset this PC. This is advanced startup. More recovery options. So what is this reset PC? If your PC is not isn't running well, resetting is might help. This let you to choose you keep your personal files or remove them and then reinstall the Windows. What it will remove? Your personal files means files on your desktop wallpaper, documents, pictures, videos, favorites. These are all your personal data. So that your personal data will be removed, or you want to keep it. So that is the thing. So go back to the previous version of Windows 10. So this option is no longer available because your PC is updated more than 10 days ago. Yesterday, we discussed about update Windows 10 version update. Complete normal. It's not a regular normal update. It is a complete version update. So every time a new version is released, Windows 10 will get updated, right? So for example, 2 days back, it got updated. Now I'm getting a problem. Then what I can able to do it, I can go to get start. I can go to get started automatically here in this option. So what will happen, it will reset back to the previous state because then the latest update caused me a issue, so I can go back earlier. But if it is cross almost more than 10 days, I can't go back. So that is the meaning of this one. reset this PC. So if you click on get started, just I click it, I don't confirm anything because it will show you two options. Be careful, keep your mouse aside. I know people are very dangerous people are there here. Okay. um, they don't think but just they'll click something on it. Do not click anything, just keep your mouse on cancel. Can you see keep my files, remove apps and settings, but keep your personal files. Remove everything, remove all of your personal files, apps and settings. Okay, so that is the difference between um, that is the option in a recovery option is reset. Okay, reset, keep my files, remove everything. Okay, next one is advanced startup. Already we seen that one. So when you are try bio settings part, so this is a advanced startup. So when you want to troubleshoot your PC and you want to reset your um, BIOS settings, or maybe EFI options, UEFI options want to go, or maybe you want to restore your PC with a system image. Okay, you can read it from here. So already I told you, you don't record any textbooks or anything. Just you can go and you can read it. Start up from the device or a disk such as a USB or a DVD. Change your PC's firmware settings. Change Windows startup settings, or restore Windows from system image. That will restart your PC. This will restart your PC. When you click on restart now, it is going to be restart, but it will give you an options. Do you want to go to advanced troubleshooting options, then CMD support, or system image recovery support, going to firmware settings, startup repair, startup repair options. Okay, like that. So okay, so we need a picture, not this one. So we need a picture so you can see clearly like this. See, system restoration, system image recovery, startup repair, command prompt, startup settings. Some windows also will show you like this: UEFI firmware. Okay, yeah, troubleshoot. First option is troubleshoot. Once you troubleshoot, you will get this kind of options. So first option, yeah, here it is also showing. Go back to the previous build. For example, recently you are you got some issue because of new updates, because of new build version release and updated with a new Windows 10 build version. You want to go back to the previous version, so how to go back? So there is an option here, go to our advanced option. Okay, and go back to the previous build. Sometimes if your PC is encountering a problem, automatically it will go to the advanced options. Okay, sometimes it won't go, you have to go your personal. Okay, so this is the options are there. Okay, if you want to see that recovery options, you can go to how to go in Windows 10, how to go to these options, settings, then update and security. You have to help me. Update and security, and then recovery. Okay, so recovery option. In a recovery option, what you can able to find, one is reset option you can able to find. Okay, um, and next go back to the previous version of Windows 10. What I'm typing, BYOUS, version or build. Okay, Windows 10 ad, advanced startup. Advanced startup, right? Okay, so let's see these options. Of course, there is a one more option is there. If you observe here, learn how to start fresh with a clean installation of Windows also there. Don't select if you are in a physical machine. Virtual machine is it's okay up to you. If anything is happen, you can install it again. No problem. Okay. So I'll keep it this one. But what is the options in advanced option? If you go to advanced option, so first of all, it will restart your PC and it will show that window. It will show that window. Here you will get a lot of options. One is system restore, okay, and system image recovery, startup repair, okay, command prompt, startup settings. It may vary from different version of editions of PC. Okay, so possible options always go back to the previous build. Go back to the previous build. Okay, this is for BIOS, like UEFI settings. Okay, if you are using a UEFI firmware, then it will show uh, these settings. Okay, somewhere it will show like yeah, UEFI firmware settings is showing in this one. It will open, nothing will happen. Okay. The startup settings. Okay, like this. Memory debugging, lot of troubleshooting things are there. Try something, you can find a solution for a usually required like BSV OD or anything. Okay, search in Google if you want. Okay, these are the advanced startup things. Okay, okay, in advanced startup, if you go to advanced startup, you will find a it will restart. Okay, so first it will restart the PC. Okay, so you have to click on restart and you will give you, it will give you these kind of options again. So if you go to one point, then again another point will come up. What is system restore, what is image recovery, what is startup repair, and all kind of stuff. Okay. Mm. I will explain it. Okay, so currently recovery options are this one. Okay, so you have to stop, otherwise it will, we can go next, it will go to next feature. We are discussing actually features, not in one point we'll go into a lot of points. Okay, but we'll come back, we should come back to that point because this is a very important part. This is a very important part. Okay, Windows to go. So this is a little bit trick to understand what is the Windows to go. It is not much trick if you understand, if you try to understand very plain. So Swami also can very good. Okay, see, if you understand very plainly, then it is quite easy. Think. You are working in an organization. Okay, you are working in a organization. uh, they give you a laptop or a desktop. They given, okay, they give a laptop or a desktop. It contains Windows 10 operating system. Mainly organization means mainly enterprises having a enterprise edition, which we installed here, enterprise edition, right? Next, do you know, like, I have a some company applications can be there, right? So I have a common applications, like this is a common application. What is this? Google Chrome. Anywhere I can able to download. That's no problem. But this is licensed one, VMware Workstation. Okay, and this is Microsoft. What is this? Microsoft Office 365. I'm using a Office 365 thing. It's not showing that one, but it is file info. Okay, so this is a Office 365. It is showing about this PC only, but you can see account. Yeah, this is a Office 365 product, and it is only works with my company account only. Company giving license to me. Okay, just for example. Just for example, though I'm not telling you about Office 365. I'm telling you about company license. Okay, licensed by given by company. Company products, company applications, company purchased applications are there. It won't available outside. For example, um, these ITL tools are there. Certain tools only available for companies purpose only, not available for outsiders. Okay, think like that. So this is my entire PC. So imagine this is my entire PC. It contains operating system, applications, general applications, organization applications, organization related applications, setup, settings. Everything is there in the PC. Okay, got it? Now, what happened? I have to go someplace. Like I maybe I'm going on tour. Okay, I'm going to some different country or different place for a few days. Okay, so usually in IT organization, in IT companies, okay, so what is the main trick? You can take holidays as many days you can take it, no problem. But when work is come, you have to work, right? Right. So like maybe you have seen the people like they came from US to visit their parents, and the company gave them 10 days holidays, no problem. But actually only 2 days holidays, 2 days no, they don't work. Remaining 8 days they are work from home only. Okay, daytimes they are going to outside, they spend time with their relatives, friends, and night time they have to sit and work. Okay, that is a great thing about IT. So you die also, you should come and work. That is very important thing in IT. Okay, of course lot of other things also available. We are getting more money because of IT industry only. So there are a lot of things are there, but point is, when I'm going outside, I'm not carrying a laptop, so I should not carry my laptop, or maybe I'm not able to carry my laptop because the location is like that, so we can't able to carry the laptop. Okay, so just for example, think I have a PC, I have a whole setup, and I have an applications, I have a settings and data, and as well as a company related data, company applications, company licensed applications, license given by company, right? So that is organization wise laptop. But I can't able to carry the whole setup. I can't able to carry whole setup. Either it is laptop or desktop. I can't able to carry. So I'm going outside. So what I do? I go to the option called Windows to go. I'm going to option called Windows to go. What is Windows to go? So I have to connect a USB drive. It means either it is a pen drive, or USB external hard disk. USB external hard disk is there, no? That is, but both should be okay. Both should be bootable, means both should be formatted. Okay, okay. So whatever it is, USB hard drive. So I'll put a USB HDD. Okay, external hard disk. Okay, or a external pen drive. More space, because why I said a hard disk means it's a more space is there. The by default we are getting a 500 GB 1 terabyte size, right? Pen drive is also we are getting nowadays 64 GB, 32 GB, 64 GB, 32 GB, and another one is 128 GB, right? 3.0, 2.0. These are different versions of pen drives also we are there in the market, right? So what I done, so I connected a pen drive. Okay, for example, I took a 64 GB pen drive. Just for example, I've connected a 64 GB pen drive. Now what happened? So I go to this option and I put a 64 GB pen drive. So Windows to go, what it will do? First, it will format your pen drive and make it as a bootable pen drive. Okay, what it do? It make it as a bootable pen drive, bootable drive. So we have to type pen drive is already pen drive only. Okay, so bootable pen drive. And what is a bootable drive? When you connect it to a PC and you boot with that one, and it will load OS from the drive only, right? So that make it as a bootable drive. Now, whatever the data, whatever the applications, what are the settings, whatever your PC contains, entire PC content will be stored into this drive only. This drive only. Okay. So entire thing is put into this drive only. This entire data is into this drive only. It means my PC is like this, and entire data, entire settings, my desktop profile or user profile kind of stuff, applications, application settings, application license, everything going to this drive only. Now I have a drive now. I have a drive. The drive contains entire my PC data. So depends upon your PC data, you have to choose your pen drive size also or a hard disk size. Okay. Now I went outside. I went outside. Now after few 2 days, my boss or my manager called me that you must do this report. You should open the application and connect your data, then generate a report. Send me report immediately. I said, sir, I am in outside. I can't do now. I can't do this thing right now. Okay. What I said, I cannot do these things right now because I'm outside. So what the boss said, I don't mind about it. You should complete this report immediately. Okay. So that is sometimes that will happens in organizations. Okay. It will happens because it's a urgency of organization, or no one is else to do the work, or maybe so you should complete it only because of the related part. Okay, that's why we should not keep everything into ourselves only. We should spread. You should share our work with others. Does not mean you have to throw everything work onto others. So let them work. We will take a rest. That is not smart work. That is not a work at all. Okay, you should do your work, but don't keep it everything into yourself. You have to share how to do that one. Then only we can able to do it. So bad luck is you have your data in your laptop or a desktop, and application is in your PC only. Now how you will do it? The thing is, you have this drive, right? So you have this drive. Connect this drive to any PC. Connect this drive to any PC. So what I'm doing is I'm connecting this drive to a desktop or a laptop. Okay, I connect the pen drive to any desktop or laptop and start boot with the pen drive. Boot with the pen drive. Going to BIOS. Okay, boot menu option. Boot with the pen drive. Now you are booting with the DVD, right? So it is showing a press any key to boot from CD or DVD. Dot 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 dot. Is there na? Same thing. Press any key to boot from USB. Dot dot dot. It will come. So click on it. Press the key, and you will get a boot menu. Okay, and no need to install operating system, no need to install any operating system because your drive already having a operating system, applications, your entire whatever the system contains, entire thing is there here. Okay, applications, settings, passwords, data, everything is there. Whatever the system content, everything is, we got it here. Now, okay, so this is your window. Okay, in this one automatically when you boot with the USB, it won't ask you to install it, just any basic settings only. After that one, it will show on the screen about all your applications, data, your user settings, everything is there on your PC only. Then open it, do your work, complete it, shut down it, then disconnect it. That's it. You're not installing operating system into that PC, this PC. In this PC you are not installing OS, you are using USB as a hard disk. This USB become hard disk to this PC. Okay, this USB become hard disk. Like, what is hard disk? Hard disk contains your operating system, files, application settings, everything is there, right? Same, it contains an hard disk. I will go. I don't know. So people are dead, I think so. Oh shit. This is a PC. Okay, so the PC content hard disk, right? Very simply say, this is a pen drive. Think like that pen drive. It is not shape as a pen drive, but like we can pen drive. I copy everything into this one. Not just a copy. I use a Windows to go as it is. What is there in a hard disk, I keep everything into this one only. Now when I connect this thing to a new PC, okay, when I connect this USB to a new PC, so this is become hard disk. It is automatically work like a hard disk, and we can able to see the screen. Difference between this PC and this PC is hardware is a different. This hardware is maybe different. This hardware may be different from here. Maybe here I'm using Intel. Here maybe I'm using AMD. Different hardware is there, but operating system, application, and everything is same only. So this pen drive will recognize that one. What is this hardware and how to work with the hardware? Then how to put the screen on the system. That's it. Don't think more. PC, entire data is stored in your hard drive. The hardware, we put a copy as it is copy as your hard disk into a pen drive, and we connect a pen drive to another system, and another system think this USB as a hard disk, and it will work with your USB. So this is it about your Windows to go. What is Windows to go? You can carry your Windows system anywhere you go. Okay, so you need to carry entire your system. Simply put everything into your pen drive and we can carry it. That is Windows to go. If you got a doubt, still doubt is there, then you can search it better. Next is a Hyper-V. Hyper-V is a virtualization tool. Okay, so by default comes with your Windows 8 and Windows 10. Hyper-V is a Windows 10 virtualization feature. Windows Windows 10 virtualization feature. Still I'm struggling to spell that one. Okay, feature, not future, feature. Okay, not future. FUTUR, not that movie. This is the okay. So it's a feature, not application. It's not a application. It comes with your operating system only. But what we required is required a professional or a enterprise editions only. It works with a professional and enterprise editions only. It is available in both Windows 8, 8.1 and Windows 10 also. And if you search in a Google and some examinations, they said the first Hyper-V is available in Windows 7. But I never seen Hyper-V in Windows 7. Okay, that is XP mode is there in Windows 7. XP mode is there in a Windows 7, and virtualization application for a Windows 7 is there. It is there, but it is not Hyper-V. Hyper-V is a completely different. Hyper-V is a mainly it's a Type 1 virtualization. It's a Type 1 virtualization, and along with operating system also possible. Means you can. It is a Type 1, Type 2 type application type bare metal virtualization, but it is like a desktop virtualization as well as a server virtualization. Both will work. Okay, so don't worry about that one now. We will explain it. This is a Hyper-V. Hyper-V is nothing but a Windows virtualization feature. Okay, so we can create virtual machines in Hyper-V. Okay, we can create and manage. We can create and manage virtual machines in a Hyper-V. Okay, so that is a Hyper-V, and you may ask a question, sir, why we are having a Windows 10, we are having a Windows 10, but why we are not using Hyper-V? Of course, the condition is Hyper-V is available in professional and enterprises, and what is our edition is home edition, right? I am having home edition, so I have a home edition. Okay, I have a Windows 10 home edition. Okay, this Windows 10 home edition does not have few things. One of the thing is Hyper-V. Okay, Hyper-V is not there in a Windows 10 home edition. That's why I'm using this one. Okay, VMware workstation only. Okay, there is an option called virtualization hypervisor is there. That is not working. That is giving some issues here. Okay, Windows 10 home edition is not there. First of all, second. Of course, few things won't be there. That is one of the another thing is group local group policy. Basically, home edition for a normal user purpose only, not for professional or enterprise or some domain or company's organization purpose. It's not that one. Normal, a personal purpose only. Windows 10 home. Any home edition usually for a personal purpose only, not for enterprise purposes. Okay. Of course, there's a few more things won't be there like a app locker. Group policy is not there means app locker is also not there. Okay, few things won't be there. That's it. Okay, BitLocker like that. Okay, so don't worry about it, whatever it is. But Hyper-V is not there in home edition. In our class, we have almost like a 13 members are there. So out of 13, how many are having a professional enterprises? We don't know, right? So we can't suggest everybody having a professional or enterprises, so then we can go with Hyper-V only. We don't require any third party tools. Okay, it is a feature, it is not an application. It's not application means means we can't download Hyper-V Okay, it comes with the operating system only. Okay, now I will show you how to install Hyper-V in Windows 10. Okay, in my virtual machine anyway. Okay, so that is about your Hyper-V. Oh, I took a lot of time for explaining these things only. Support for multiple device types. One second, I will show you how to install Hyper-V. Okay, let it resume. It will take time. That's a don't let it go to this one. That's why I have to change the power options. If I change the power options, it won't go to sleep mode again. Okay, so how to go to change the power options? Go to settings. Power options are there in system, power and sleep. I'm changing here only. I'm not going in much advanced settings. So this is a display off. I put a display off is 1 hour and sleep never, like a high power. Otherwise, go to high performance. It won't go to sleep anyway. Okay, so directly give a high performance, then it won't go to sleep. Okay, so I change my power options first. Now how to install a Hyper-V? Guys, in your personal PC don't install. If you are install Hyper-V and VMware workstation won't work. Okay, so don't try in your personal. Use your only virtual machines only. Okay, so here we should go to first control panel. I think we need a magnifier. Okay, so I am going to control panel. In a run I put a control, or you can type in a Cortana control, no problem. Make sure that you are working in your virtual machine. Okay, this is my control panel. I am going to large icons. Click on category, view by category, and click on large icons. There you can find programs and features. There you can find programs and features. Usually programs and features for uninstalling application, right? But we will get other things also. We'll see that one. Programs and features. Click here. Okay, you can see turn Windows feature on or off. Turn Windows features on or off. Okay, along with your operating system, few things will already came and something won't be happen. Like for example, Microsoft Edge or IE Internet Explorer. Okay, FTP kind of stuff or Telnet kind of stuff. These are our features only. Okay, so these features either it is already there in your PC, some are not yet there. So we can manage these things. Okay, turn Windows feature on or off. So just click it. You can read what it is also. So you can see. So .NET Framework, Active Directory, Lightweight Directory Services, Hyper-V is there. So this is a Hyper-V. Internet Explorer. You can scroll down. What is this one also? You can see Telnet client. You want a Telnet. You want to connect any remote server from here using Telnet. Then you have to download this one like that. Okay. PowerShell. So things are there. So we'll see that one later. Okay. This is Hyper-V. Click on plus mark and here and here. Okay, so you have to select all the four boxes. See, make sure all the boxes should be selected. If you cannot able to select this one, for example, you can able to select the management tools but not able to select the platform. It means, do you remember yesterday we installed Windows 10? That time I added three lines. you didn't add a 3 lines, or you didn't make a check mark at the CPU. Okay, the CPU check mark is not there, or the 3 lines you are not added. That's it is become blur. It means Hyper-V means virtualization feature is not there for this machine. For example, VMware virtualization, that's virtualization enabled is there now. Task manager, performance, CPU, virtualization enabled. That feature is not there. Virtualization is disabled. You can't enable it again because it comes with the hardware only. This is a virtual machine. Okay. So virtualization is not enabled. Then it is shows gray. You cannot able to select it. You can't able to select this one. If you can able to select this one means virtualization is enabled. So full selection. I'm clicking on cancel. Why I'm click cancel? Because I want to do it again. So this is Cortana. So in the Cortana I'm typing control panel. Okay, this is a control panel. Open control panel. Go to okay. Usually it is in a category mode. If it is in category mode, change it to large icons. Okay, programs and features. Click on programs and features. Turn Windows feature on or off. Okay, so again I'm going back. Programs and features. Turn Windows features on or off. Click on it. It will display a list of the features. Open, open, open. Then click here in a top. Make sure that all our check marks are there. If if in case in your PC this is not getting check mark, it is showing like this only. You are trying to check mark, but it is not checking. No problem. Okay, no problem. Just we are seeing how to install it. Okay, so click OK. This is how we can able to install a Windows feature. I didn't download Hyper-V. It is there in your PC only because it's enterprise edition. We can able to see it. It will install automatically, and of course it restart also. So if you want to wait for a restart, then okay, you must restart now. You have to click restart now. Okay. So after restart, when you restart also, it is shows like you are updating something because it's a feature, right? It's like that. Okay. This is how we can able to install a Hyper-V. I'm covering parallelly everything, so that's why time is not important here. Okay. Support for a multiple device types means Windows 10. Whenever you use different, like one more is there now. Okay. Microsoft Xbox is there, gaming playing purpose. Okay, right? Microsoft Xbox is there, game playing. Surface Pro, Surface Pro. Okay, Microsoft Surface Pro. You want to see it? Here it is. Surface Pro is there. It is nothing but a, on screen you can write it also. It's like a tablet, all in one, two in one type. Means like it is works like a laptop and as well as a tablet type. Okay, see 8 GB RAM, i7, 13.5 hours of video playback. So continuously morning to evening you can view it. 12.3 pixel. It is anywhere you can work. Touch screen with a pen support, so you can write it on it. 128 GB HDD. So Windows 10 Home. Okay, and these are the features of that one. So you can see the basic hard graphic support is there. That's it. Not heavy graphic. You can't play with that. Okay. So, but cost is more. So minimum you have to invest about 70, 78, 80, 90,000, 1 lakh rupees also there. Okay. So this is something around 55. Mm, it's a gold processor. It's not i7. It is very small. But this is enough. This kind of stuff for people, kids. Usually, if you are a rich kid and you can give it to your kids, suggest for a kids, rich kids purpose. It's okay. No wala. Okay. So that is Surface Pro tablets, Microsoft Windows 10 tablet, or maybe laptops, desktop, and all. So that is called a multiple. So already I shared a book, right? So it is there. What is that one also? Okay, bring your own device support. Like you can build your own applications based on your thing. Windows Store. So you can see this is a Windows Store. You can see the back symbol is restarted. Let it run. So it will take time again. Where is Windows Store? Here it is. This is a Windows Store. You need a Microsoft account. Yeah, you need a Microsoft account. Just like your Android store only. Just you have to put a Microsoft account. Then you can download games. Some games are free. Okay, some games are free. See, some games are paid version. So you can see this is 1600. Why it is going on? Okay, some are you have to pay, some are free games, some are read a game pass. For example, you have a Xbox and you pay a game, you buy a game in Xbox and you want to play in a Windows 10, you can pay. No one. Angry Birds 2 free game is there. Homicide Squad, Disney Magic Kingdom Build. Okay, like this. So there is a few games are free, through applications are free. I already installed Netflix, but I'm not using it. Is keep on crashing. Okay, so like few games are free, few games you have to pay, few applications you have to pay, like WhatsApp. Okay, Prime, Spotify Music, iTunes. These applications are free. Some are paid applications, some are paid games, some are free games, some are required a license. Something is there, right? So if you want to download anything like your Android App Store kind of stuff, same thing like a Windows Store, and you can also build your own applications and put it into. You can build your own applications and then you can distribute. That is called a Universal Windows Platform. What is that? We call it as a Universal Windows platform. What is Universal Windows Platform? Maybe spelling is different, but what is Universal Windows Platform is nothing but a Android Studio type. Android Studio for Android development purpose, Android application development, Android Studio, right? Application for Android platform, right? In even Universal Windows Platform for developing Windows applications for Windows operating system purpose. Okay. Yeah, we installed Hyper-V. We verify Hyper-V first, then we'll see that. Okay. Okay. Here you can explore all apps, and you can find Microsoft or Windows uh, administrative thing, Hyper-V Manager. Maybe if you miss, I will show you again. All apps. Go to W, Windows Administrative Tools, Hyper-V Manager. You can see from here. Okay, and this is a Hyper-V, and immediately in the down, you are getting your computer name. So this is your Hyper-V. You can create a new hard disk, floppy disk type, what Hyper-V settings. So many are there. This is how we can able to install it. But it's not a time to practice Hyper-V now. So we'll see that one later. Okay, this is Hyper-V. So we'll continue remaining things. Okay. Um, and also I will explain other things. Okay, I will maybe next part we will stop up to here. Okay, these features, if you want to read it, I already shared a textbook. You can try from the textbook. It is quite easy. Um, Already I told important one, start screen, start menu improvements, improved cloud integration, recovery tools, that is very important. Okay, Windows to go and Hyper-V is also I told. What is Hyper-V? Hyper-V is a virtualization platform. Actually, Hyper-V is a virtualization platform in a Windows operating system. We can create a virtual machines using a Hyper-V. It is not an application. It is a feature of a your Windows operating system, and you must have a Pro or a enterprise of Windows 8, 8.1, Windows 10. Okay, so these are the things are important. Next, take a break for another 15 minutes. So look at your screen, any problem, solve it. Okay, check it. I'm stopping the record. Okay.